You know I had to get the jalapenos in here. Dude, fire. Burger shop. If you're in Phoenix, try it for breakfast sometime. Saturday morning, the 1st of August. Shit. I just went to some dude's house, a friend of a coworker, older Mexican guy. I loved doing AC work for him, but he didn't have an AC problem. He had a breaker, so he's got an electrician buddy that's gonna take care of that. So I'm up, I'm out. I'm in like southern Phoenix, and we're at Burger Shop. Fun thing about the burger shop, they got awesome burgers. They got awesome omelets for breakfast. And I'm here at 9:30 in the morning, so we're gonna get an omelet. And then my day is free now because I tried to hit the parts store before that, and the weekend store's not open this weekend. I don't know if it's because of COVID thing or if they moved it to a different location. That happens periodically. I don't know. But either way, I'm probably not gonna figure out and get there before they close at noon, especially because I'm wasting time getting an omelet. But yeah, that kind of opens up my day. So we're gonna waste time getting an omelet, and then I don't know what we'll get into. It's hot, so probably not a lot of stuff in the garage. I don't know. Look at Burger Shop is the joint. Some hash browns down here. Woo! Stop by the local wrecking yard. Figure I'll go in, see if there's anything cool in there, see if I can get some Toyota hardware for like my coil packs and that kind of stuff. Just some prettier looking hardware that's cleaner. Still has that zinc coating on it. I like replacing all the dirty bolts with clean bolts. And we'll just see what we find. So I'm gonna eat. That's not that interesting. And we'll go in. You know I had to get the jalapenos in here. Dude, fire. Burger shop. If you're in Phoenix, try it for breakfast sometime. Hi guys, just got to the scrap yard. Gonna be looking for some Toyota hardware and some other stuff. But also wanted to talk about, it looks like, you know, they're talking about another TikTok ban, and maybe this one's a little bit more serious. So, you know, here we go. Just kind of wanted to ask y'all to, if you enjoy my content, go over to my YouTube page. My link's in my bio. I'm gonna be adding a lot more to that and doing like drift tutorials and build progress and build breakdowns and that kind of thing. So if you guys like what you see here, please go over to my YouTube channel and follow it there. It'll be a lot more of the same. Thank y'all. Just got in, found this this Camry, and it's got the 3 accessible coil packs real quick, and hardware's nice and clean. So if I can get a 4th one off maybe another car or this car in the back, then I can change all the coil pack bolts out and clean up the interior of my car a little bit, and then we'll go in the interior and try to get the nice zinc coated fender bolts. It's hot out. That might be it for me today, outside activities. Got some hardware, not a whole lot, kind of some pickings on the Toyotas. Looked around, nothing really interesting. So I just ended up getting a few bolts and some beer, and checking out, and the kid looks at my car and it's got a picture of my motor for my Corolla, and he's like, "Oh, sick, an RB." And I was like, "Huh?" And he's like, it's an RB on your card." And I was like, "No, it's a 4AG." And he looked at me so confused. He's like, "So what?" Huh? And then just a coworker needed change from him, so he got distracted. He hands his card back, and I just walked out laughing. Like, I don't know, man. It's a 4-cylinder, not a 6. I don't no hate on the kid or the guy or anything, but it was funny. It made me laugh. And somebody thought I have an RB in my Corolla. Anyway, that's really it for the scrapyard right now. Nothing really interesting, unfortunately. So I'm gonna go home, chill out for a little bit, cool down. Oh, I missed it. The rumble those 2 Chinooks just gave the house, though, that was cool. Man, I told you guys it's hot. It's hot. I mean, look at this. I don't know if you can see this. It says high. I get it, it's backwards. I'm in selfies mode. But it says high because thermostats only read up to 99 degrees. So it is 100 degrees minimum in here. I don't know what it actually is, but minimum it's 100 degrees stale air in my garage. Yikes. But we're going to be, move this stuff because you don't need to be seeing that. But we're going to go ahead and put the we're going to go ahead and put the plugs and the coil packs back in because now that I've looked at them, no obvious signs down in the cylinders, on top of the pistons. They look good. Everything actually seems to be working. So I think my dumbass ran the car out of fuel. I don't have a fuel gauge. I fill it up before I go every time. I drive it. I just top it off. But I do have a new factory tank, which if you go watch my other video about the A86 gas tank install, I'm quite pleased with it, but I'm not 100% pleased with it. The problem is the fill tube, goes into the tank. Well, there's a breather tube, like a fill tube that goes in there too, and on the stock tank it comes down and then goes perfectly horizontal and drops into the tank. The aftermarket one doesn't do that. It comes back up, so it actually leaves liquid gas in that little breather tube, and so it tricks your pump into turning off. So I think what happened was I knew I was going to take the car out. I went and filled it up. It took like $15 worth. I assumed it had, 2/3 of a tank in it, and that's why. I'm starting to think it probably had less than half a tank in it, and I definitely used more than $15 worth of fuel doing my challenge and everything. So I'm starting to think there's that. So I haven't dropped the tank. I'm not going to do all that kind of crazy shit because it's a lot of work to drop it. I'm literally going to put the plugs and the coils back in it and then go take a gas can and get like 2 gallons of 91 and then limp this car to the gas station and fill it up. And because it's in my neighborhood, it's literally in my neighborhood, and see what happens. I thought about this when I was driving it home and limping it home, and I almost stopped, and I wish I would have, but it was late and I was over it, and I wanted to get the car home, and I should have just stopped at the gas station. I was afraid it wasn't going to start up again. I could have left it running and filled it. I think I'm just an idiot at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and put the plugs and the coils back in, plug everything back up, add some fuel, start the car, see if it revs. If it does, boom, we're golden. I'm just an idiot. And either way, I need to work on getting a fuel gauge set up for this car. My original philosophy was you really only need 1 gauge. And you think I'm kidding, but no, you need 1 gauge. It's oil pressure. If the car overheats, it'll steam. If you don't have battery voltage, it won't start, and your lights will cut out. I use my ear for attack, so I don't need that. Let's be real, you're not looking at your speedometer on the track, so you don't need that. What else do you need? Well, apparently a fuel gauge would help. So we're going to go ahead and put the car back together. I'll give you some B-roll of that. And in the future, we'll work on a fuel pressure gauge. Another dumb moment. But hey, you guys are with me with my good and my bad moments. I did not consider the bolt length. I'm going to blame it on the heat. But if you look here, the 1, 2, well, towards my pinky. That's the one I had in my car. Obviously, the new ones I picked up are much longer. They're not going to work. And instantly in my head, I realized why. It's because their coil packs are real thick on that model Camry. And so, these aren't going to work. But they're nice to have for other shit, I guess. But I do these aren't bad. It's just I have 2 silver and 2 black. And I would rather just have nice, shiny, clean zinc ones, really. But coated, like the silver ones or black ones, they all matched. So I do have to get them off of Prius because I'm using Prius coils, which means I'm going to need Prius bolts. And I should have known that, but I didn't. But I'm going to fill you guys in anyway. So most of my trip was spent for... Actually, I think I left them inside the house. I did. The only thing I really managed to get out of that junkyard trip was these two pretty zinc Toyota bolts. And they're very specific. That one is, but it's not the same style. This is what I go for. You'll notice, let's see if I can get the focus here. There's those 3 lines. See, as I spin it, you'll see a line go through on the bottom there, towards my thumb. There's 3, and they point towards 3 different... I lied, there's 2. I thought there was 3. There's 2, and they point to one side or the other. And, yeah, they're very specific to Toyotas. I want to see now if I'm just way wrong, or if, yeah, these have 2. So that's a Toyota thing, and I like Toyota hardware. So anytime I have something in the car that looks like it's not Toyota, I take it out and replace it with Toyota. And if it is something that I know is aftermarket, like a Metric, Allen, or something, I'll take that out and try to put a Toyota bolt in there with that pretty zinc coating. As you can see, like in the engine bay, I've got them here and here. Up the fender here, there's the pretty, zinc bolts. I got them here. I still need to find the bigger ones for this bracket I made, but here, they're all the, as much as I can, I try to get the pretty Toyota ones. So we'll do more of that. I like to do that every time I'm at the junkyard. We'll do more junkyard trips, and we'll go ahead and put the coil packs back in. All right, it's now Sunday. Gonna go get some gas, fill the car up, and see if we can get good fuel pressure, and see if we can drive this thing today. So, yeah, let's get it. And goes the can. All right, get the putter in there. Unfortunately, filling it up with gas did not fix the problem. I'm not going to run it because it's doing some really weird things. It's showing a lean condition, but if I turn the fuel pump off, the lean condition gets better for a short period of time, and then it goes back to lean, which tells me it's actually a rich condition. And it's so rich that the O2 sensor can't keep up, and it's assuming lean. So when I turn the pump off, it leans out, which actually gets back to normal, and then it leans out for real. So I don't know. I just pulled off my timing puck. I'm gonna let that sit with the harness pointing down to see if any oil drains out of it over a 24-hour period, because I feel like it's possibly taking an oil still, which could be causing this issue. If it's not, then I've got bigger issues, like a sticky injector or something. So I'm trying to find my other set of injectors, and then I'll go ahead and swap those in because I know they're benchmarked good. So we'll try that too. And plugs look good. I guess I could swap out the coil packs. I don't think that's the issue though. And the pump's making pressure. It seems like it's holding pressure. Nothing has changed, so I don't think it's that. It could be a fuel filter, I guess, but we'll see. We'll keep digging. Not fun stuff, but part of it, part of the game. All right, so that's it for this one. More coming soon on the 20 valve. Promise. Apologize for it being kind of a dragged out vlog. It's like a week-long vlog rather than a daily vlog. I'm gonna get better at it though. But for y'all that stuck with me, I appreciate you. Appreciate the support. And remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.